Good morning and welcome to the calm before the storm. How the devil are you doing this fine but very windy day? Me? Well, Demolition News Towers is braced for the arrival of the worst of Storm Eunice this morning. This is my wife and one of our dogs on our morning walk today. Sort of. I wonder how many demolition contractors are now eyeing the weather forecast and wishing they bought a copy of Paul Ford's Dangerous Structures Emergency Response book. All joking aside, we heard this morning that Digbits is closed for collections today in preparation of predicted high winds. Chances are they will not be alone, so be careful out there, people, and don't travel if you can possibly avoid it. Now, while the roof is still on the house, let me post the question of the day, roll the intro, and get this show on the road. Welcome to the Breakfast Show. I'm your host, Mark Anthony. It's Friday, the 18th of February, and as that remarkably persistent guy just said, welcome to the Breakfast Show. I am your host, Mark Anthony. In today's show, Doosan's Dash 7 revolution continues with the launch of 2 new mini excavator models. Our roving robot reporter Reg runs a metal eye over the latest mini excavator from KOBELCO. Maintaining the windy theme, we're off to China to see how a wind turbine is assembled. So long as he hasn't been blown away, we're throwing over in just a second to our flesh and blood roving reporter, Peter Haddock, in these latest outside broadcast. And we'll end with a heartwarming story about how determination and design allowed a paralysed worker to get back behind the levers. In addition to all that, we're going to be looking ahead to tomorrow's episode of the Saturday Social. And we're going to get to all of that in just a second. But first, let's see who among the rich and the shameless will be celebrating a birthday on this day of days. Happy birthday! And it's many happy returns to the former Mrs. John Lennon, Yoko Ono, and to former England manager Bobby Robson, to newsreader Michael Burke, actress Sybil Shepherd, and to actor John Travolta, to Brat Pack actress Molly Ringwald, and to footballers Claude Makelele and Gary Neville. But far more importantly, today marks the birthday of one Andre Young, the father of rap, better known to the world as Dr. Dre. Many happy returns to them, one and all, for the show. The Dash 7 revolution at Doosan is continuing with the news that the company has added a pair of newly upgraded mini excavators to the range. The 5.4-ton DX50Z-7 and 5.7-ton DX55SR-7 are powered by the Doosan D18 Stage 5 compliant diesel engine, providing 36.4 kilowatts of power at 2200 RPM. Both models feature a new high-comfort cab, new dozer blade and dozer control system, and both are backed by Doosan Connect telematics. Now, Doosan only supplied us with a few photographs of these new machines, but after a bit of searching, we managed to track down some footage of the machines actually in action. As you're about to see, it is a video from the Far East, but it does show how many new features are packed into the new machines. So take a look at this, and hopefully we'll get Peter Haddock's sound sorted out while you're doing so. No idea what some of that text said, but I'm fairly sure it's better than a couple of photographs. We were speaking about mini excavators a bit earlier, and KOBELCO has been busy in the mini upgrade department as well. Since our roving robot reporter Reg has a tendency to rust if we don't keep him busy, we sent him out to check out the new KOBELCO model, and this is what he had to say.
KOBELCO has unveiled the all-new KOBELCO Sk19 mini excavator. The new model replaces the previous Sk18-1E and delivers superior performance thanks to its bigger engine, new hydraulic system and newly designed working equipment. A Yanmar Stage 5 compliant engine delivers a 38% increase in power, 13.1 kilowatts compared to 9.5 on the previous model. Bucket digging force is also up from 15.2 to 16.7 kilonewtons, while travel speed, digging reach and digging depth are also improved. The width of the undercarriage is 980 mm when retracted. It increases to 1,320 mm when extended for greater stability. The compact tail swing provides operating efficiency in confined spaces, while the boom swing angle is 12% wider than on the previous Sk18-1E. I am Reg, your roving robot reporter.
Nice work, Reg. Have a good weekend, and don't forget your oil change. Wind turbines are already an integral part of the landscape, and as we continue to seek new forms of energy, their presence is only going to increase. But have you ever wondered what goes into assembling one of those? Well, our friends at XCMG are about to show you. I don't know about you, but I was watching that thinking how difficult it is to align a single wooden lug and a single hole in a piece of IKEA furniture. Imagine trying to align 50 of the things while using a crane. Absolutely astonishing.
Axoft and Svantec are your high-end partners for noise, vibration, dust and air quality systems, sensors and software. To find out more, visit axoft.co.uk or call 01234 639 550.
If you're a demolition contractor and you can get to Edinburgh easily, weather notwithstanding, then this is for you. 7 million of your finest Scottish quids have been set aside for the construction of a new residential development on a site in Lanark Road in Edinburgh. That development includes the creation of 57 new flats, car parking and upgrades to both pedestrian and vehicle access. But before any of that can happen, a motor dealership that currently resides on the site will need to be removed. And even though main contractor Square and Crescent are chomping at the bit to get started on the construction phase, excuse me, no, not a sneeze at all. As Square and Crescent are chomping at the bit to get started on the construction phase, a suitable demolition contractor has yet to be appointed. You can find out more about this project lead and many more just like it over at buildersconference.co.uk. Alternatively, if you'd like to know how to get leads like this injected directly into your inbox, then please call Nigel O'Sullivan on the number that is now showing at the foot of the screen.
The Miller GT series heralds a new era of unrivaled power and cutting-edge intelligent coupler technology, increasing job site safety, machine versatility and productivity. It's the added versatility that you need at the value you can afford. To find out more, visit millergroundbreaking.com.
It looks like we've lost Peter Haddock entirely, so I apologise for that. In much the same way that we like to start each new week with an explosive demolition, we like to end the week with something upbeat and uplifting. Something to send you into the weekend with a smile on your face and a song in your heart. Well, get a load of this. A Swedish machine operator called Patrick Ketty was left paralysed from the chest down as a result of an accident back in 2011. But thanks to his own determination and some engineering know-how from his local Hyundai dealer, Patrick is now back behind the levers. Patrick contacted his local Hyundai construction equipment dealer, Åsa Maskin, and spoke with sales director Magnus Bruce. He explained the situation and his disability and asked if the dealer could mount a lift on a 24-ton Hyundai HX235 LCR crawler excavator. Magnus Bruce, product manager at Åsa Maskin, said, "This was a question we'd never been asked before. However, we were keen to help Patrick and we immediately started thinking about how such an excavator lift might actually work." Åsa Maskin designed and built an electric lift to help Patrick access his new machine. The pedals were removed from the cab and were replaced with Encon's control system. The seat was also equipped with a 4-point belt, so Patrick remains safely secured, even when the machine is tilted on rough terrain. In addition, sprinklers have been installed inside the cab of the new Hyundai because should there be a fire, it would take Patrick some time to exit the machine. One of the most important things when you're paralysed is to have a good seat. Otherwise, there's a risk of pressure injury when you are unable to feel, Patrick says. Also, Maskin really helped me to get back on and off the road and back in my cab doing the job I love. There must be more operators in similar circumstances to me who would want to keep driving, and they could if they knew solutions like this were possible. Patrick Ketty's determination to get back behind the levers is truly admirable, and hats off to Åsa Maskin for allowing him to pursue his passion and return to work. That really is a fantastic job.
Sorry to interrupt the guy with the funny glasses, but if you're enjoying this video, please hit the like button as it helps our channel. Or, better still, share this video with a friend or a colleague. Thank you. Right, back to Beardy.
Right, that should do us for the main part of the show today. I just wanted to quickly mention tomorrow's episode of the Saturday Social. As ever, there is no specific agenda. We'll just go where the conversation takes us. But to get the ball rolling, I'd like to start by discussing what YouTube calls your EDC, your everyday carry items. What are the items that you carry with you in the car or in the cab every single day? Is it a specific bag? If so, what's in it? Do you have a particular flask or drinks bottle, a particular device or a tool? Personally, mine looks a bit like this, only with the addition of a few notepads and pens. Also, my Apple Watch strap is a fetching shade of lilac, but that's a whole other story. But armed with that lot, I'm ready for a day's work in the office or in the field. But what about you? I want to know what you can't leave home without. You can come clean about all of that on tomorrow's show, which starts wherever you're watching this. It starts at 10 a.m. tomorrow morning live. We'd love to have you along for the ride and for the conversation as well. I'm going to roll the outro in just a second before leaping gazelle-like over into the chat to see what you're all saying today. If you can't stick around, stay safe. Please stay safe today, because it is blowing a hoolie out there, as my mum used to say. Look after yourself, your family, your friends, and your colleagues, and thanks for watching. But if you do have the time and the inclination, I will see you on the other side of this.